Hey there, I'm IFT, and in today's video, we're going to solve the machine Suidy from HackMyVM. This machine is considered medium, but as you're going to see, this one is pretty easy. I don't want to spoil too much, so let's hop onto the attacker's machine. As always, we are going to perform an Nmap scan to know a little bit the machine. This first command will give us all the open ports. Perfect! The port 22, which is SSH, and port 80, which is HTTP, are open. Let's see the web page before we continue with Nmap. Oh, well, there's nothing to see. I expected something else, but that's all right. Let's check the page source. Maybe there's something hidden in there. And nope, just a comment with no real value. No worries. Let's continue with the Nmap scan. But before that, I want to thank Savitar for this script. It's really useful. With extract ports, we can, as the name suggests, extract the ports from a greppable Nmap output. This is very useful when a machine has a lot of ports. Not this one, but I just wanted to mention it. Now with the next Nmap scan. This one will, in theory, give us more information from the open ports that we found. Nmap will execute the default recon scripts. That's odd. Nmap is not showing any relevant data. I mean, this can happen, but it's just weird. Let's try fuzzing with GoBuster and see if there's any text file. Oh, what a surprise! The file robots.txt was not reported by Nmap. But why? Maybe it's not well formatted, and Nmap cannot list properly the directories. Let's see. Sure enough, this is not well formatted. That's why Nmap is not reporting it. Anyways, we see two directories, hi and hi again, but in Morse. This is just for wasting time. The real directory is all the way down this robots file. Huh, that's a weird name, but I'm not here to judge. Let's see what's inside the directory. There's a note saying that she, whoever it is, hates him, and that's why he, for whatever reason, put the credentials inside of a text file, among others. He also mentions that we just need a small dictionary from SecList, a repository with a lot of dictionaries. And when I mean a lot, I really mean it. Let's try fuzzing again for text files, but now inside the She Hates Me directory. I'm gonna speed up this part because it took a little bit to finish. Oh, and by the way, don't cut it short. Let GoBuster finish its scan. A lot of people stop it after just a couple of minutes, but it's better to let it run its course for the most complete results. And that's it! Now we have all the text files inside the files.txt file. Let's use awk, a tool for parsing, to get the file name of each hit, and using a bash loop, we will download all the files onto our system. Now, I'm going to filter some of this users and passwords. The first important thing is remove any duplicates. For that, I'm going to cat every text file. And using sort, with the -u flag, it's going to remove all the duplicate lines. Let's save the output to users.txt. I don't know if you can tell, but we are going to do a brute force attack to the SSH service using Hydra, a tool to brute force services. This tool has a flag that permits us to use a file as input. But this file needs to have a precise format. To be more exact, a combo format, which is basically the username, colon, and the password. Currently, our users file separates the username from the password using a slash. It's not a big file, but we're not going to replace this manually, of course. We're going to use a tool called TR for search and replace. Perfect! Now we have the correct format. Let's use Hydra with the -C flag and give the combo file as input. That was really fast! As you can see, the user is actually the user, and the password is the pass. Let's try and log in using SSH. Easy! We have access to the machine. Now for the root user. The first step I always take is to check how many users are on the machine. To do this, I typically cat the password file and pipe the output to grep, searching for lines that end with sh. This works because users who have a shell defined generally have sh or similar shell paths in their entries. I see another user named Suidy. Let's see what's inside his, or her, honestly, who even knows at this point, home directory. I mean, it's 2025. Who's keeping track of pronouns anyway? Inside, there's a note, but surprise, surprise, we can't see the contents. But wait, what's this? A Suidy binary that we can write to. I like what I see. Let's keep that in mind for later. But for now, let's see what this binary actually does. And voila! Running the Suid binary gives us a shell as the Suidy user. Now we can finally check out what's in that note. Basically, the note says that the binary we found gave others the chance to feel what she feels. Well, luckily this isn't a real business. And poor the user, apparently, she really hates him. What did he do to deserve that? Anyways, the note also mentions that root runs a script to make sure the binary has the SUID bit set. We can exploit this by creating our own binary and swapping it out. Let's create a file in C. We'll set both the GID and UID to 0, which will give us root privileges. Then, to get a shell, we can execute the bash binary using the system function, which will spawn a shell as root. Now, to create the binary, we need to compile the program. For that, we'll use GCC. Perfect! Now, let's replace this binary with the original one. Oh, wait, it's not working. Oh, that's because we don't have write permissions in Suidy's home directory. But we do have write access to the binary. So instead of moving it, we'll just overwrite the file. Let's use cat to grab our file and dump the contents into the Suidy binary. And no errors, just how I like it. Let's keep an eye on the file permissions to see when the root script kicks in and sets the SUID bit. We could keep checking manually, but instead, let's use watch, a handy utility that reruns the same command every few seconds. You see that? The file permissions changed and the SUID bit was set. Okay, so in theory, if we run the file again, we should get a shell as root. Let's give it a try. Yes, that's it. We're root now. I mean, come on, that was way too easy. Definitely not medium, right? Hope you enjoyed it. I'm IFT, and I'll see you in the next video.